Oh,
You hit the motor load.
Want some rancho?
Wow, that's so...
Rancheritos. Oh my goodness, wait. Look.
That's... Oh!
Oh! It's falling backwards.
Oh my God.
You just sit there. You watch it. You're not. You don't really look like this. It's just falling backwards.
See it. I'm gonna do that move.
Nah, don't do that now. Don't be having deja vu now. That's not
that's
good.
actually crazy.
Is that a good thing? Maybe it's a good thing that we're like sharing the story.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe to like let some things out.
What's
going on, Mer fam?
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, turn on post notifications, and join the family.
You're a little too ready for this video.
Y'all, we've gotten hundreds of messages talking about tell the story time, tell the story time.
Only because Ryan brought it up about 500 million times.
No idea. I brought it up one time and they ran the like button up. This is what happens when they run the like button up. We give them what they want. We with the fam. Come on now.
And y'all know, I didn't want to talk about this until we were, but no.
I just want to go ahead and put out a little disclaimer that we are telling you guys this because some of the things we're gonna say, it has been traumatic, and it also is gonna get very deep, dark, and ghostly in that world, the spiritual world. Okay, so like we need to bring down the tone a little bit. Go turn the lights off.
No, you don't need to turn the lights off.
No, I'm sorry. Y'all go turn your lights on. If you watching this in the dark, don't. If you want to get some food, maybe a drink, get some comforting, you know what I'm saying? Get under the blankets. We're gonna need that now.
You're gonna scare me. So can you like cut to the chase? First things first, let's state the obvious that we got our favorite spot because even though Ryan will admit it, we both know that I put him on Wingstop and now it's his favorite, just like it's my favorite. I ordered every single flavored chicken sandwich.
You might have put me on wings and things, but I put you on the wings and things chicken sandwich. Scary being in there, fucking dark. What? It's fucking scary. Damn, this is why we didn't want to talk about this, but y'all just had to run the damn light button up. No, these aren't labeled.
Yeah, they're not labeled. We are going to be basically talking about why we hate living in the apartment.
Oh, that's spicy. Not again.
No, right.
To get with the story time, I didn't really like that chicken though. When it's got a kick to it that like makes you like like hiccup, that's too much. What is this one?
Ooh.
This one looks good. This one looks really good.
No. Oh!
This is the one you like, the lemon chicken.
Oh, it is.
Oh, this shit good as hell. This is probably better than Chick-fil-A.
That's a statement.
To kind of tell you guys about the complex and about where we're living. So when we first moved in, we were like really young. And we're living in a complex that is very rich, like a lot of older rich. They got like that real money.
Yeah, that like.
Yeah, that like crazy
overseas company, like businessmen, like.
Yeah, some crazy money. And he sees like some kids moving in. He kind of was like, "Y'all live here?" And he was just talking about how like the energy has been bad here and it's been weird. That was when we first moved in.
And y'all, if you remember, we moved into this building without even seeing it.
We had some friends here and stuff, and we would hang out with them and all this stuff, being like little groups. We bring some friends over, whatever it is. And we would always get complained on by people living in the building. They would just look off their balconies and see us at the pool or something, and they would complain on us for anything. For anything. And I feel like every complex we've been at, we've always been complained on, like for some dumb shit. It's always just the older people. Like I don't know what about them, but they don't like us. They don't like us being young and we're around them. They don't like us and Keo. My good y'all. When I tell you a dog is the most discriminated against, German Shepherds are the most discriminated against dogs. It's just so bad. It's like the judgment of Keo is crazy because they'll complain on us for nothing just because he looks scary, and then they'll tell us like the management will have to tell us like, could you like walk your dog out the back way so nobody really sees him, or
like you're gonna tell us where to walk when we pay to live here.
Yeah, but it's like everybody acts so terrified of him, and it's just like I don't like seeing that, because like
it makes you mad. Yeah, it makes me mad as like an owner that you're gonna just
we'll have to wait for the elevator because people don't want him on the elevator.
Right.
Like it's just little things like that like gets you, especially when it's your baby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Keo. Like he's a big ass like goofball.
Just him being around.
Completely. Yeah, there was a situation I was trying to get to. Remember the situation downstairs with the two women and they had said some dumb shit. And the manager,
I wasn't down there.
People like looking into buying the unit. It was like they were touring the building, and the one woman had said something to me. Nah, I had turned around and told her to shut the fuck up. And I actually don't. I don't even see them here, low key.
I have to tell you a little story about Callie. When I first got her, like a week after we had just got Callie, I had the same routine every morning that I would bring her downstairs to go potty 6 a.m. I'm walking Callie, she's like peeing, walking around this general area, and this woman, she goes, "Do you need a bag?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" And she was like, "Do you need a bag? Like, are you gonna actually pick up your dog's poop? I don't see a bag." I was like, what in the Karen? And I'm like, every morning I go and get a bag and I come back and I pick it up. Not a big deal.
Callie didn't even shit yet though.
Right. And she was like, because people don't ever do that. So unless you're gonna go get an actual bag and go pick it up, and like nobody asked for your attitude.
You sound just like her.
Honestly, because in the moment I was so nice. I was so nice, and I shouldn't have been, but I was anyways because it's just who I am, okay? But I was like,
it's just people insert themselves into other people's lives for no reason.
And then she ends up living in the same floor as us, so.
This is after we moved.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't know, we actually live in a different apartment in this building all of last year, and then up until January, and then now we're in this one. So this is where like buying the house and stuff comes into play. And I feel like all of last year we were like super distracted from the apartment because it felt like we were never here, honestly, or like as in like never being inside. We would always be outside doing something. It could be down to the littlest thing of taking Keo for a long walk or something, like, or going to the beach with him or whatever it was, like.
And plus, like, we had like the wedding and.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of traveling. We had the wedding.
Everywhere.
We were very distracted from like the apartment. We actually even had people be like tell us that we knew here, like, damn, I ain't seen you in months. Feels like I was like, good.
Right.
When our lease ended in our last apartment, the one that we were in this building, in the other apartment, when our lease ended, we had a choice to make. We could either go find a house that we could buy right now and it won't be new construction, it'll just be a house we could buy, or we suck it up, we rent for 1 more year, and we downsize a little bit to save some money on rent and buy the house that we want to build. And that's what we obviously ended up choosing. In like that process was weird, and this is where we're getting deep. So I would say after the wedding, it was like right after we came back from the honeymoon, like September, October. It was like right after we got undistracted, like we're like back here, we're like sitting here for like a month, and we're like, yo, this energy's weird here.
Yeah.
And we actually saw it. It was towards the end of last year, and then we started noticing things. It ain't no little shit of like people complaining on us. It gets deeper than that. Y'all, so I'm editing the YouTube video right now, and I want to fill you guys in because I feel like we got a little sidetracked with how like spooked we were. In this moment, we were saying all of 2023 was like we were distracted from the wedding because it was the wedding year and all that stuff in our other apartment. But I want to say like, we would still notice when we were here, we would still notice every single week cops were showing up at the building. There was fights going on downstairs. We remember blood stains being in the lobby floor. Like some just like crazy things were happening that we were noticing that we would just like turn our eye. There was even one situation where somebody called the cops on us. The cop was standing at our door, but we were on TikTok live, which is crazy because maybe we're talking loud and that's what they mistaked it for, but because we are loud people, but we were on TikTok live. the cop didn't, he was standing at our door while we were on TikTok live, probably 10 to 15 minutes. We ended our TikTok live, and the only reason why we knew he was standing there is because we went to leave right after our TikTok live because we were going to the gym, and as soon as I opened the door, he's standing there. He didn't knock, nothing. He's just listening to us. That's weird as shit. Who does that? I don't care who you are. What are you standing outside of somebody's door? That's weird. That's weird as shit. Like, what if we were doing some crazy shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, something else. But it was just weird. And then I asked him, I was like, yo, what's good? Like, what's going on? He got stunned because, like, I just caught him listening to us. I was like, you good? He was like, are you good? And he, like, tried to flip it on me, and I was just like, yeah. I was like, what you standing outside my door for? And he was, like, saying that the cops were called for arguing or something. And he was like, I was like, I don't hear no arguing, bro. Like, we were just on TikTok live. Maybe you heard us being loud, or somebody heard us being loud and they complained. But it was just like another thing that like was very weird to us. December comes around, and this is early December, right?
Yeah.
This is crazy topic to talk
We
about.
were in our last apartment at this time.
Yeah, this is our last apartment. The thing is, we have a pool view of our last apartment. We had a pool view. So we were filming one night, and I actually think it was like a Q&A like this.
It was a Q&A.
Oh, I just gave me the chills across my whole body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is where it gets like super, just like traumatizing, low key. So, I've seen some crazy shit in my life too, but like this is different. We were actually filming. We were on the couch. We were filming. And we hear this loud, it was on video. We hear this loud, just like, and it sounded like it came from inside the apartment. We were like,
we were kind of like freaked out.
We were freaked out, like, you could see it on our faces.
Because we got it on video.
Yeah, we had it on video.
Because we were filming. So obviously that video that we had posted, like that Q&A, we posted the video obviously without that part.
Whenever, in that moment, Montana like jumped and like looked off, like, what the hell was that? She thought it was Keo. She called for Keo, but Keo, he was like behind us on the couch, like behind, because we were up against the wall of the couch like that, and then he was behind the couch, and I was like, Keo's right here, and then right there we were like, what the freak was that? Like, that's weird as shit. Like, let's just keep filming. We ended it. We went and took Keo out because it was late. We were about to go to bed.
This was like probably like an hour later.
I got up. And when I went to go grab Keo and his leash and everything, I look out the window and I see like 15 cop cars. FBI investigation team outside. I'm like, yo, what's going on? The whole street taped off. I was like, something happened. But we had forgot about the big clap. Like, we weren't even thinking about that at the time. We thought that was like a ghost or something. Because we've heard some things in these apartments before.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole other story that we're going to talk about too. But so we go take Keo out. So I'm like walking him, and I'm like seeing caution tape around our pool, and I'm like, yo, did somebody shoot at the building or something?
Yeah, or like,
because that's what I was thinking. Like, it had to have been something like that. So whenever I walked around, I was looking on the floor, and I see like this white body bag, and I was like, oh shit, like, there's no way right now. Like, I was stunned. Like, I was like, there's no way, because we've actually had like a bullet hole hit our window downstairs. Like the window was fully shattered, and a bullet hole was literally sticking right in the window. And it's not something you would see at this type of building. Whenever I saw that and I saw a caution, I was like, yo, I don't know about that, Montana. And I didn't let her see because I didn't know what it was, so we came back up. Keep in mind, like, we weren't like so high up where the ground is like, you can't really see it. Like, we're like right there. Like, the ground was right there.
Like, you can look out our window down at the pool view, and it's like, it's a clear view. Yeah, so I went and looked, and somebody was laying there, and I just started freaking out. Like, but like, how it happened was, it wasn't like the person was shot or nothing. The person jumped, pretty much. It was a freak case. I guess he was wanted by the police. Yeah. We found out like a little bit of information after the fact. They were there. I'm
not speaking anymore on that because I can't speak anymore on that. But when I saw it, obviously when somebody lands, like, that's very traumatizing to see, like, everything, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't let her see it. I was like, no, don't look out, don't look. Shut the blinds, don't look.
When he looked and he started freaking out, the look on his face, like, he was like completely pale, and the thing is the reason why it was traumatizing is because they didn't even cover anything yet.
Yeah.
So that's why it was kind of like a messed up situation. Like it's obviously traumatizing for anybody that knows him, but also the people that live here. You know, like the people who had seen it, and we don't even know if anybody else saw it.
No, it was super late. We know one other person did, the one who reported it, but that was it.
Right.
When I had seen that, I was like, that really stunned us for like a few days. We were just like, man, that's like right outside of our window where we lay our heads.
Yeah.
Because it was like literally right outside. That's where that's the window. Like you could see it from our balcony, but like that was like the window I saw it out of. And like it's just a thing that you don't want to feel like when you're going to sleep at night. So literally for the next month, like it just kind of like we would try and just like brush it off and go about our life and kind of distract ourselves from it. But it was like, yo, this just happened.
It's always there.
Yeah, that just happened.
Especially when you're like just in the same exact place.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, that energy doesn't leave.
Yeah.
So like a month later, you know, you kind of start to be able to like kind of forget it.
Yeah, so here's where shit gets really weird. I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, I'm sweating too.
I'm sweating. I can't even eat no more.
I know.
Maybe I should take a bite and just like relax for a second. What's this one? Hawaiian?
Honestly, yeah, I can eat. This one's pretty good.
Ah! Eat. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Nah, it's OD. That's OD hot. That's what I'm saying. Why they do that? Low key, food is really comforting. That's crazy. I've never felt that before. Food is very comforting. I was getting a lot of anxiety telling that. I'm so serious.
No,
like that feeling of all that night would like just like rush me back, and I took that bite and it low key comforted me. No, I've never felt that in my life. So we really didn't tell this story to nobody. 3 weeks later? No, it was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks later. So we actually ended up randomly taking a trip to just get out of here and go see my brother and my dad in South Carolina, because we just like couldn't even be here in the moment. Like we were like, let's just get out of here for a minute. Like this is weird. Like this is like very bad energy. Like we just felt like this rush of like, whoa, like we can't. Too much is going on. Too much anxiety. Like I just think it scarred us because it was at where we rest our heads. And it's like we go down to that pool deck, you know what I'm saying? And it's like we have to think about that.
Yeah.
A week after we get back from my brother's, I think it was January 2nd. It was January 2nd.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The knot.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
I just got the chills all over my body again, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, wait. So
right.
I know. Let me explain this.
Holy shoot, bro.
So.
Bro, no, what the freak, bro?
So, I was on either TikTok or Instagram or whatever it was.
Oh, nah, bro, I cannot be here for that one, bro. Bro, I have chills, Montana. My hairs are standing up.
So I was on whatever, and I saw a video of a group of people sitting in like a living room, whatever. They were talking about God, right? And as they were talking about God, they like caught it on video of 3 knocks at their front door. The way that they were explaining it was like evil, you know, was like knocking at the door. Like there was nobody at the door. They had Uber eated food or something, and like the food wasn't even there yet. Like wasn't even on the way to them yet. And it was just kind of like evil energy. So I'm gonna say about 2 days later, we get up 6 a.m. Okay, we're still living at our other place. So at this time, we had just gotten Callie. I was in her little morning routine. I was about to take her outside, and Ryan goes to walk in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear like a knock, 3 knocks at our front door. I looked at Ryan like what the hell?
Because it was so early.
And he didn't even realize like what I was saying. And because he was like in the process of like going into the bathroom. So by the time I looked at him, he was like already going into the bathroom.
Montana took Callie out 2 minutes later. Nobody was at the door. She didn't go check the door in that moment.
Yeah.
But she was in the process of, I'm going to hook Callie up. I'm going to get her ready. She hooked her
up.
Breathe. And then she took her outside within 2 minutes, and nobody was standing at the door. Next day comes around. This is where it gets scary. And it could be our brains just like doing something to us.
Yeah.
But like, and it could have been that time period. Like, cause also like everything happened before, and that's what we were like, why that situation was even, I feel like even thought about moving forward, like, cause we just wanted to forget it. Like the first situation I had said, the next day of those knocks, we wake up, everything's good. I forgot what we were doing. We were doing some work, and then we went to the gym late. It was so weird, cause it's just so weird. It was super weird. So we were in the gym and I was finishing my workout and I just had this like weird feeling upon me. My whole workout just kind of came to a halt. And I was like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm gonna hit some abs. So when I went into the back room to hit abs, Montana was like, why don't we just do them at the house? We don't ever do abs in our home, ever. We either go downstairs or we do them at the gym. She suggested, why don't we just do abs at the house? So we came back and instead of going to the gym in the apartment, we came back up into her beauty room in the lounge room where Cookie was. And I set up my phone, timer's up, I go to sit down to do abs, I look over, and Cookie's not moving. This is the next day from those knocks. Cookie not moving. And like I was like, Cookie! Like I was like screaming for him, like Cookie! Like Cookie! Like I was like doing what I normally do with him to get him to squeak. And he was just laying in the corner. I look at Montana, cause like he normally squeaks, you know, like. So I look at Montana.
Like, puts his head
I look at Montana and I'm like, yo, he's not moving. So I go over there and I start like opening the cage. Like I pet him and I'm like trying to move. I'm like, yo, Montana. I started freaking out. Like he's not moving. And then, but he then once he maybe felt my warmth, he squealed, and it was like pretty much his last squeal. It's like almost like he waited for us, but like we just thought it was really crazy how like we got knocks on our door the day before, and then Cookie died the next day, and it was just like super sad. And that's why I feel like when you guys saw like us tell you, we told you guys that Cookie died weeks later, and we still felt, and to this day like we still feel like super off about it, and super like uncomfortable, like it's just like chilling. And
I think it was also weird because that morning he was squealing and bucking around
he was
the
normal.
Cage.
He was normal.
Like when we go and feed him.
Yeah. So Cookie passed away that day. When I was holding him. That's when we made the decision to just, we need to get out of this apartment. I don't know what the hell happened these past few months, but we need to get out of this apartment. Now that's when we had the choice to make to either buy a home quick or we can continue doing what we want to do with the new construction. And we were like, why change the plan? Like she wanted to go, she did not want to be, so it was like a little thing back and forth, just trying to figure out what we were going to do with our life. Like we want to be in the house, but like we also want to be in the right spot. We don't want to set ourselves up for failure.
Yeah, we don't want to just jump into somewhere just to feel like how we're feeling now, or like not be fully content with the house or even like the area, let's just say, that we're living in. So we were like, honestly, let's just stick it out. And so we went through like the whole process of moving from that apartment to this apartment now. And obviously we wanted to downgrade a little bit anyways, pay a little bit less in rent.
We move into this apartment.
And y'all thought that it stopped there.
We move into this apartment. We are fully settled in 2 weeks, was it? 3 weeks? Was it maybe even not even a month?
I think it was like close to a month.
Okay, so right around a month of living in this apartment. So I'm not even gonna go into detail again, but pretty much to sum it up, somebody else jumped. And it was right outside of our window where we lay our heads again. And in that moment, we just like couldn't believe, like it was actually like such a shock factor. Like do we just leave right now? Like, do we just leave right now? Like that's what we should be doing. But it's like we can't because of what they charge, and we can't use like things like that as something to be able to get out of our lease or anything like that. And we tried. Like it was instant for us. Like, like we really can't be here. We know some other people that actually broke their lease and paid the money. Literally, we changed sides of the building. We're on a whole different side of the building now, and it happened again right outside of our window where we lay our head. heads. It's crazy to say. Like, it was on the parking garage. My cars were right there. Like, it was like a whole thing, y'all. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it was just super, super crazy.
And it was like another kind of, in a sense, the situation of like the scene was just like left.
Yeah.
And it's like,
but we just felt like we were in this, like, keep in mind, Montana's surgery is coming up in this moment. Like, Montana's surgery was coming up. Like, we were trying to focus on that. She was not feeling good. Like, just like so much was like mentally defeating us. It felt like a true spiritual battle going on around us, and we didn't know what to do. It was like just like so much twists and turns, and I don't know. It was getting really crazy. And we didn't know if we can talk about it. We didn't know if we can talk about it, even though it is like that shit is traumatizing. Like, especially when you lay your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it when you come back here. I feel like if we didn't experience it and it wasn't like we didn't see it or nothing, like, and we didn't, then we wouldn't talk about it. But like the fact that we saw all of it.
Another like unsettling thing too, just and as to why I brought up Miami as a whole at the beginning is because within that week that the second time happened, Ryan goes and gets a haircut, and he was like talking to his barber about this, and his barber was basically saying that in Miami, in these sky rise, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Buildings, that it's a thing. And as sad as that is, that's like so traumatizing at the same time. Like, it's so sad. Also to just have that energy, and that there's so many people that just basically have told us how much evil and dark and bad energy is in Miami, and so to now hear about it and to see it for ourselves and to experience it ourselves, it's like I said it from the beginning that Miami is the place, and now it's like
I've seen some crazy shit, and this definitely has like fucked me up on a whole nother level, I feel like.
Yeah. Because
it's like I said, it's where you lay your heads. It's like where you sleep, and it's like, you know, like things are going on around you that like, how do you feel?
Like everything happened just now all over again.
I feel the same way. I thought talking about shit was supposed to help you.
I mean, not stuff like that.
Like, what you supposed to do with it?
Like, just move on. Like, you just forget it as much as you can. Like, talking about it is like, I don't know. I definitely feel like even as of recently, maybe to give like you guys more of like an update of how we feel now. Yeah, we don't really talk about it. We avoid it. Like, we honestly here, we don't talk to anybody. We keep our heads down and we just live here, and we get in our cars and we go out and we come back, and we don't associate with anybody, to be honest, because that like I physically just like can't.
With the adversity that we're facing, what we try and do is just focus on positive things, like the house.
Like the house. Have you guys noticed that we're filming and posting so much more? It's because it makes us happy. Like,
yeah, it's just like a escape for us. Yeah. So as much as it is for you guys, it is for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pretty much are just focusing, like, now that Montana's health was like, we looked at Montana's health as a true restart. Let's not focus on it. Let's move on. But yeah, that is why we don't want to live in an apartment no more.
Do you know, can you think of how I feel? Like, what in this moment that we just, like, had this conversation, and then another time that we've had, like, a weird-ass conversation, and then we, like, left.
Chill, bro. Oh, dude. Fuck, dude. Don't do that shit, bro. You scare me.
What?
Bro, fuck, dude. You just gave me chills across my whole fucking body.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying.
Oh, shit, bro. Deadass feel like a fucking ghost just touched me.
What? Stop.
Stop, bro.
No,
fucking looking at it like that.
I'm looking at you.
God damn. You don't fuck with that shit.
Okay, I don't either, but I'm just saying.
What you talking about, bro?
I'm scared.
Is anything else happening in this apartment?
People complain when I'm cleaning and I leave a trash bag out there for 10 minutes because I need to finish cleaning, and I'll go take my damn trash.
They say it's a tripping hazard too.
A tripping hazard? Bro.
What?
No,
Fuck, dude.
Stop.
That was probably them.
Yes, it probably was. Stop.
Fucking shit, bro. You stop talking.
What do you mean stop talking? Stop.
God, bro, I gotta check the whole fucking apartment now. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Yo, let's change the story up. I'm about to f somebody up. I was about to f somebody up. The dude who knocked on our door.
Oh yeah.
This is after everything, right?
This is Miami lore.
Yeah, this is like some weird Miami shit. Yeah, I can say that.
I'm about to have so many bleeps in this 1 30-second clip.
Yo, my dad was here. We're lucky my dad was here. But we don't know what would happen. Cause I'd be like, a switch goes off in my head, and like when somebody makes me really angry, my anger like makes me black out. Some dude comes to our door and is knocking on our door. It is midnight. I heard it. Keel goes crazy, right? This is why I love my dogs. This is why I like German Shepherds, because they are guard dogs, right? That's why when I fucking look at the Karen up the corner saying, why are you walking that dog around here? He's so scary. I'm like, yeah, I start barking. Keel gets scared.
I swear, Keel would get scared.
So this dude's knocking on our door. Keel's going crazy, right? There was one time that some dude left his actual like whole thermal bag for us because he was so scared of Keel.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy, but...
Keel was going crazy at the door. And this is midnight. Keep in mind, we were all asleep. My dad, he goes out to the door first. And he's like looking at the people. And the dude was like trying to show him something on the phone. And my dad was like, no. Like, and he was holding Keel like right there. Like, we gonna send Keel after his ass. So I grabbed my stuff because I heard all the commotion going on. So she was like not even getting out of bed. She didn't really, I heard the shit. So I popped up, grabbed my shit, and I ran to the door, right? And I was standing behind my dad, like just in case this dude tried to do something. I was standing behind him like this. So if I didn't do anything, I was coming over his ass, and we were jumping him, all three of us. He was saying something, talking about like he was an Uber driver and he was looking for some girl. And if y'all don't know Miami.
You know what.
That's what this situation felt like. So I had peeked my head out the door, and I was like trying to see what he was like talking about, because we saw that he like left the door. And he like started walking back towards us, like shaking his phone like this. And I was like, yo, go the fuck away. It's midnight, bruh. Like, I started going crazy. I was like, yo, go away, bruh. It's 12 o'clock at night. People are sleeping. You knocking on fucking doors. He was not no damn Uber driver. No Uber driver goes up to people's doors.
And no Uber driver going into an apartment to look for somebody. If an Uber driver's waiting too long, they're leaving. Yeah. And they're taking your damn money.
Yeah, they're not coming to look for you.
Yeah.
Like, we just had some weird situations. We done living in apartments. You remember that one dude shit in the hot tub? And that shit was boiling? You remember that?
Yes. That's why I don't go in the pool.
That's pretty much the main stories that we have gone through living in an apartment.
And like we said, obviously these situations are sad, but it's also affected like our mental state. The excitement that we have to be in a house and just be in our own little bubble is just at an all-time high. Yeah,
the closing date on the house is definitely going to be I feel like emotional one now.
Yeah.
First house, all the shit we've ever gone through, growing up together, like we're just super excited for our house. Apartments really are not worth it. I don't think they are. Even in this market that we're in right now, it's just, I don't even know how to close this out.
The conversation just made me sick to my stomach, so I literally could not, I wasn't like,
But we're gonna go ahead and close this out right here. Now you guys know why we don't want to live in an apartment no more, and why we've always had, you guys pretty much know all of our problems with apartments, I feel like now. Yeah. Every apartment we lived in, like, we told you all the story times on them.
Yeah. And now you guys kind of know why we didn't want to talk about it. You guys know now.
I think we'll wake up tomorrow though and feel good.
Hopefully.
I think we will.
Let's go watch like a happy movie now.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go to sleep.